if nothing else, I've learned that as going through life, I've learned that God does nothing by accident. He doesn't do anything by happenstance, and he does all things with a purpose and a plan. And so usually when he challenges you to do a task, it's because it's something you need work on. I need some work on my stress management. So God threw this right in my lap at a great time. So when he does all these things with a purpose and with a plan, we have to recognize that it's a process. It's a process. So we're all in a certain stage of the process. So what is the answer to passing the test we face in life? How do we do that? Anybody got some good test-taking skills? Anybody got test anxiety?
Yes.
Anybody just sit down in front of a test and it's like, what is this? Jesus, I know I studied all week long. I was ready. I had my little note cards. I was doing the flashcards. I did the memorization. I went over and over and over, and I sit down, and here's this test, and I don't know nothing. Just a big fat nothing. A couple weeks ago, I actually I took the GRE exam. Anybody know what the GRE exam is?
Yes.
It's like an upgraded SAT on steroids, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, took this test, and I actually took it. Anybody remember the Sunday where it like snowed, and it was ice, and it was real random. Nobody knew it was coming. Meteorologists who sometimes get it right, sometimes don't get it right, never said a word about it. So I'm driving in this ice, and I had to go to Newcastle to take this test. And, it's just ice falling, snow falling, and I was ready. I had studied for this test. I was so ready, y'all. I could have, took this test in my sleep. I just knew I had it. I looked at all they had a study guide online. It was like a 50-page study guide. I looked at every page of that study guide, all 50 pages. Now, I told you I work with teenagers. So, in the midst of all, we are going to take this GRE. Now, this is my second time taking it. I took it when I graduated from Morgan. I bombed it. I didn't study nothing. I just didn't care. Now, granted, this test is $200. $200 test, right? I didn't study for it. I was like, well, they told me, if I got to get a master's, I got to take this test. So I'm going to go take the test. I didn't pay for it. My mom and dad paid for it. I paid for this one. Henceforth and why, every waking moment, I was in my study guide, right? So went to go take the test. The lady comes out of the room. She was really nice. I was expecting a mean lady to come out of the room and be giving me all the rundown of the test and giving me all the instructions. She was the nicest lady I've ever met. She was so nice. And I remember sitting down. I remember looking at the screen, reading through the directions. I was fine all through that. As soon as the first question popped up, I went blank, completely blank. And I was like, well, God, didn't we just have a conversation through the ice and the snow? And I was studying. I looked at every question in that 50-page document. And I started to pray, and I just sat there, and I'm like, God, this is time. So I need you to come quick here. I know you're an on-time God, and you don't work in our time, but I need you to come quick, because I don't know what to do here. And I sat there, and I think it was probably about half of the time that I had left on that question. And God just said to me, relax. And I was like, I am relaxed. What do you mean, relax? I'm already that. We have talked about this. I'm relaxed. I just need the answer. Like, God, don't you get it? So I sat there, and that was all I heard was relax. I didn't hear nothing else. He didn't say nothing. He just left. I felt like he left me there. And as I closed my eyes and I took a deep breath, and I said, all right, I'm going to relax. So I started to sing in my head, because you can't sing out loud because it's other people testing, and that's rude. So I'm singing, I'm like, and it was like a light bulb went off. Literally, a light bulb went off. And as I finished out that question, and of course I done wasted half my time, because I'm sitting here fussing with God, like, would you tell me what the answer is? And it dawned on me as I got through that question, and give you a break before you go to the next section, and I started to pray again. And I was like, well, God, why didn't you just do that in the beginning? What was that about? And he said, you needed to learn something. You needed to learn how to relax. You had not mastered that, and today, daughter, you've learned how to relax. So I felt good about that. I was like, wow, God, okay. And probably, I don't know if it was the next day, I think,